Sports pregame show.
With the Diesel and the Jet, this is Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. In this game, we'll see the Charlotte Hornets going up against the Bulls out in Chicago. For Chicago, playing under 500 basketball over the last 10 games, they can do better, and they'll try to get on the winning side tonight. We're going to be watching Joakim Noah in this one, former Defensive Player of the Year. What he gives this team goes far beyond what you see in the stat sheet, though. And Shaq, you used to go surfing with him in Hawaii.
Surfing?
Is this correct? Is this correct?
Yeah, we had to stop because, you know, he's a wild child. I'm out there one day. He's behind me. I fall off. When I come up, his surfboard hits me in the head. I got a gash in my head. So no more surfing with me.
Oh, that's where that gas came from?
Yeah,
what?
From him. But
it's a lovely night here in Chicago as we see an aerial view of Grant Park, Millennium Park, and gorgeous downtown Chicago. Chicago, Illinois, home of the Bulls in a fine Eastern Conference battle at the United Center. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche Latina in the NBA. An annual tradition celebrating diversity and culture, and always a pleasure to bring it to you. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Taking a look at Charlotte. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
And nothing better than when you can fit the system and the talent. I mean, win after win. I tell you, what this is telling me is a team is playing with tremendous confidence.
Unstoppable right now, Greg. I mean, I don't know how long the streak's going to continue, but the important thing is that they're stacking up wins, and they seem to be getting better and better, which is scary for the rest of the league.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Chase, he's in at shooting guard. Also Kemba Walker out there. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist out there with Alexis Ajinça. And it's Goodman in at the 4 slot. And Walker kicks to Freak. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Freak's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, just an excellent assist. Nice work from Kemba Walker.
Walker against Rose. Dishes to Stevenson. Here's Zeller. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Here's Walker. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game.
Move the ball. Stick it to
The dish now to Freak. Kicks it to Kidd-Gilchrist. Again, the Hornets score.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
For Chicago, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Walker with some nice D.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Pass to Freak. And it's the Hornets another 3.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Now here's Rose. Coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. Here's Noah. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Michael Kidd-Gilchrist.
Bulls shooting their first free throws of the night.
And 75% on the season as a unit from the free throw line.
So he gets them both. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. There's a good screen, and it's Walker penetrating. Chicago grabs the miss. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Here's Walker, following the basket by Lance Stevenson. Here's Ajinça. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists tonight.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Stevenson. He's coming off a 13-point game against Detroit. 5 on the clock. Inside, Zeller makes it off the glass. Zeller's got his second basket of the night.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
Pass to Ajinça. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
And I'll tell you guys, I mean, to see the improvement he's made in his free throw shooting in the space of just one season, I think it's been remarkable.
So he gets them both.
Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line.
Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What'd you find out, DB?
Without a doubt, Kevin, they have struggled to contain this offense in their matchups thus far. He said if we're going to beat them, we've got to step it up defensively. Of course, we'll need to score too, but I need all of my guys giving 100% effort at the defensive end. And guys, they ought to be motivated. No one likes to get swept. They're in danger of going 0-4 on the season series.
All right, Doris and guys, what's your take on coach's strategy here?
I'll tell you what, he doesn't sugarcoat it at all. I mean, it's a challenge going up against a team that is just as potent offensively as this group is, and he wants his guys to be mentally prepared for it.
Exactly. I mean, it's going to take some major intensity at that end of the floor if they're going to be able to weather the storm.
And there's another one for the Hornets.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Okay, fans, now coming out of the corner, your level Bulls. Make some noise and cheer them on.
And let's bring up a list of some of the NBA's hottest players. Among shooting guards, these are the leading scorers over the course of the last month. Freak number 1.
Possibly the single most dangerous player in the league right now. I mean, a machine at the offensive end, just so hard for any defense to deal with.
Yeah, and what I like about him most is that he's just a scorer. He's going to give you buckets from any place, inside, outside, deep, driving to the lane. I mean, he puts it in the basket. How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Hornets leading by 7. Here's Roten, an easy layup after coming off the pick.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Chicago with the ball. Zeller passes to Ford. Picked by Zeller. From deep. It's rebounded by Jefferson. The Hornets have gone 8 of 10 shooting, coming out very strong. Roten kicks to Freak. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Floyd passes to Zeller. To the middle. Here's Augustine. Lays it up and banks it in. Augustine's got 5 points so far.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
Now here's Roten. Down low. And Freak throws it down.
Already seizing control of this game.
Total control, Greg, and as well as they're playing at both ends, I look for this lead to get even larger.
Here's Augustine, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's off.
All right, fans, let's get up. Let's get it up.
And before the game, Star Center Joakim Noah talked about the intensity of.
I feel like we're the hungriest team.
You know, I think Joakim can certainly make a case. And some changes. Zeller comes in for Splitter, and it's Butler in for Rose. And then for Charlotte, Bargnani is checked in for Jefferson. Ken Bazemore comes in for Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And Freak subbed in for Kemba Walker. We've got Zeller. Also Lance Stevenson out there. Jimmy Butler is out there with Noah. And it's Floyd in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls.
The offense has a better flow, and it actually looks better here in the second quarter.
It does. They're playing with a little bit more bounce in their step and trying to close this gap.
And that one's good. Freak.
And just a little bit ragged defensively there, Clark.
Bulls trail by 11. The pass to Stevenson.
2 minutes. 2
3-pointers off the mark.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far. You know what? A low percentage pass on that one, but sometimes it's worth the risk.
Well, that time the risk did not pay off because it was well defended.
Chicago making a switch here. Augustine's checked in. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Hood's checked in. Here's Floyd. The shot misses. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves just played phenomenal. He ended up with 50 points, and he got there with his usual way. Just an impressive barrage of threes. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
All right, Doris, thanks so much for the report. You had to just marvel, guys, at what he was able to do that night, didn't you?
You know what? It was the game of basketball being played at its highest level. No question who their MVP was in that one.
No question whatsoever, Greg. I mean, that's a performance he and his fans will remember for a long, long time.
The shot from 20 feet away. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
And that's the shot he has to take.
Exactly. That's the right look. The decision was good. He just didn't execute.
Shot is good, and the Charlotte lead is cut down now to just 11 on the basket from Augustine. The feed to Freak. There's the three, and it's the Hornets another three.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
He tries for three. Offensive rebound. Misses from close range.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Okay, fans, now coming on the court.
Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first two quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half, defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop him.
Now, come on, Greg. That's much easier said than done when he's the penetrator. I mean, his speed and agility make him extremely tough to cover.
Well, we've got a moment left. Set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. Setting the floor for the Hornets. Chase in at shooting guard. Also Kemba Walker out there. Alexis Ajinça is out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Goodman in at the four.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
And Walker kicks to Ajinça. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Walker's got his fourth assist in this one.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Noah with a screen for Stevenson. No good off the front iron.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the board.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
Bulls trail by 18. Outside Rose. Zeller, a screen on Kidd-Gilchrist. And Stevenson kicks to Rose. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Shot's good by Butler.
And how about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
Terrific little tay-to-tay going on right now. Back and forth. Here we go.
Zeller with the double team. Feeds it to Freak. Second shot opportunity, and that one is good from Ajinça. Ajinça's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
Start it. They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top.
A little bit of something
Spacing.
extra lately. including excellent rebounding, so you can see those numbers. Freak is second. Third is Jimmy Butler.
And these are sort of your do-it-all guys. I mean, even if rebounding isn't necessarily a priority for shooting guards, it's still something that helps that your team get wins.
Absolutely. When your two guard can squeeze the orange like that, as each of these players on that list can, it can be a major X factor for you. Boy, this defense is getting eaten up on the inside, guys, giving up far too many free runs to the rim.
And they haven't been able to return the favor with their offense in the paint because that has not been up to par.
The kick out to Rose. Stevenson outside. Launches a three. And again, no good by Chicago.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often. How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist total, heck, they've been clearly the better team. A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Here's Chase. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. That's now 32 points for Freak.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Butler goes in. Rebound by Ajinça.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
Butler against Kid Gilchrist. It's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Both teams will make substitutions. Chicago making some changes. Joakim Noah's checked in for Splitter. Lance Stevenson comes in for Cody Zeller. And it's Tyler in for Augustine. Passes to Stevenson from past the arc. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Last time they met was in Charlotte.
They just weren't challenged. I mean, nearly as much as they should have been in that game, at least when they had the ball.
Yeah, it was a mismatch. I mean, the defense from the start was on its heels practically the entire game.
And that one's good by Butler. Chase. The shot no good. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. It's Charlotte running away with this one. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Zeller is out there with Lance Stevenson, and it's Noah in at the center position. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago.
I mean, he was great in his last game, Clark, and clearly he has not lost that love and feel.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Roten dishes to Freak. Here's Ajinça, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Rose passes to Butler. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Rose has got assist number 5 here tonight.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start. And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Hornets.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They've really been on fire from beyond the arc tonight, too. I mean, a lot of their points have come from out there.
Roten kicks to Freak. Roten with it. And it's a defensive 3-second violation.
Technical foul.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Al Jefferson, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Chicago on defense. Freak kicks to Jefferson. The 9-foot shot. That one goes. Count it.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
That's right. 5 of their last 6 makes were on the interior. They've established their inside presence.
Time now for an injury report.
A very somber tone over here on the sideline, guys. It does not look to be good news at all. This would be a terrible loss for his team if he were to miss this time, as they are gearing up for the last leg of the season. Just when you don't want injuries, Kevin.
All right, Doris, really appreciate you finding out how he's doing.
And you know, I know everyone is rooting for him to make a quick and full recovery.
Absolutely. I mean, his teammates want him back out there as much as he wants to be back out there.
And a wide open look for Freak from outside off the mark. The Bulls shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. Knocked loose. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Freak with the ball. That's good. Freak's got 38 points.
And you can see the difference with their ability to win with their speed, guys.
Boy, I love the pace and flow that their open court offense has been played with. I mean, it's been humming quietly, but very efficient.
Splitter misses. The Hornets have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there.
So they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots.
Augustine from outside. The Hornets pull it in. Freak's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Bazemore, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Really not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. I mean, they've just given them too many looks inside.
Yeah, and usually when a team goes on a run like this, it's because they are getting too many opportunities on the inside. Make them beat you from deep.
Tyler, he's checked in for Derrick Rose. Splitter sets a screen. Augustine from outside, no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Freak kicks to Bellinelli. He feeds it to Freak. Fires from deep. Dishes it to Bazemore. Here's Chase. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Freak's got 40 points.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
They need this. Hornets with the rebound. Freak's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Not only is their lead big, but their advantage on the boards is huge too.
They've been the aggressors, plain and simple, outworking them, fighting for every loose ball.
Pickoff in midair. He kicks it to Jefferson. He dishes it to Bazemore. Now here's Freak. Splitter covering. Here's Chase. And count it. 2 points with a chance for 1 more at the free throw line.
Unbelievable shot there. He busted out the trick release and left the defender dazed and confused.
Butler, he's checked in for Chicago. Bargnani is checked in for Charlotte. Hood comes in for Marco Bellinelli. Free throw good. Freak. Chicago's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Left side, Butler. The dish to Tyler. Shoots the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Man, that is not an easy shot right there. I mean, he had to get it off over a much taller defender.
Yeah, he needed to add just a little more loft on that one because of the size mismatch, and he did it perfectly.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Hornets.
Clark, the differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
They made the defense adjust by moving the ball like that, and there was no answer for it.
And we have watched this team all season long play with such tenacity, with the wins piling up on the year. This will make it now 61 total.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated, 4 games, 4 wins, really asserting their dominance.
Well, they're going to finish, like you said, 4-0 against them, and you're right, very impressive.
And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for Freak. It was the kind of game for him that all scorers dream of, where the basket seemed as wide as a barrel.
Tyler dishes to Butler. Fires it up. No good off the back of the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Chase. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Freak's got 51.
Just look at how quickly the lead has grown here over the last few possessions.
Clear case here, partner, of saving their best for last. Quite a run.
Splitter sets a screen for Butler. And it's blocked by Chase. And so the Hornets can now just hold on to the ball. The three-pointer, no good. Augustine passes to Butler and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
The first free throw is good.
Two shots.
Second free throw, no good. Here's Chase. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Personal foul.
Free throw good. Freak. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And
the 2K Sports postgame show.
Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points.
In terms of three-point shooting, this could be framed as a historic performance. Hitting that many three-point shots in a single game is borderline impossible. The pressure was off the rest of the guys offensively. They just had to worry about getting him the ball and setting screens. Then it was bombs away.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.